Hi everybody, welcome back to Soul Pilates. Whenever you're ready, get yourself comfortable, cross your legs, face your palms up to the ceiling, center yourself and close your eyes. Give yourself permission to relax. Feel that lifeline, that strength through your spine. The grounding of your hips against the support of the mat. You're invited to open, awaken, activate, and radiate energy from your place of calm, power, love, truth, and wisdom. The natural flow of this energy radiates beyond us and builds truths, possibility, positivity, and healing in the world. We are both the source and recipient of the gifts of the universe. We are both the source and recipient of gifts of the universe. We are both the source and recipient of the gifts of the universe. We are both the source and recipient of the gifts of the universe. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your attention back into the room and we'll go over our Pilates setup. So you have hip width the size of 2 fists between your feet and your knees. Your shoe size roughly heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis position, so imprint and arch, imprint and arch. Find the center for a neutral pelvis position. Tailbone is heavy, lower ribs are heavy, so make sure you're adjusting the rib cage. Lower ribs down, mid back heavy, hands onto the rib cage. Inhale and open your ribs out to the sides. Exhale through your mouth, knit the ribs in and down. Once more. When you're ready, hands by the sides, reach your hands to the end of the room, armpits draw down the sides of the body, shoulders back to open up across your chest. Check in that you haven't flared the rib cage, so tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy, chest is open, gentle chin nod. You feel all this pride and strength through the body, and you connect to that form. Bring your attention to the midline. The back of your pelvic floor feels like you're holding in wind. The front of the pelvic floor feels like you're holding in just a drop of pee. So can you feel that pelvic floor back and front? Keep it gentle. Then you scoop your belly, tracing up along your back. Then you can knit your ribs in and down. So it's not about squeezing and holding, it's about this flow. Gentle pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Let's do 3 together. Once more. Take a breath in to prepare. With your exhale, switch on that center, pelvic floor, abs, ribs, nice and strong. Lift your left knee into tabletop. Breathe in. Switch on your core, lift the right knee into tabletop. Squash your knees and ankles together. Our brain perceives the midline of the body even more. Inner thighs, ankles, as if there's a piece of paper between your ankles, a piece of paper between your knees, and you don't want it to fall. Make sure that your pelvis is neutral, that very subtle curve in the lower back. and the lower ribs are heavy, so you connect through the ab work. You're going to exhale to tap the right toes, inhale to lift. Exhale, left toes, inhale to lift. How steady is your pelvis? Can you maintain that lower rib connection with the mat? So draw the ribs in and down. The breathing is out to the sides and then back in. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap. Inhale to draw back. Exhale. And inhale. That's our pace. There is no ceiling, no limit, no roof. We've created a fictitious ceiling to our expectations of ourselves, a limit where we think it's too good to be true and it's going well. A roof is a man-made thing. A roof is a man-made thing. A roof is a man-made thing. When you're ready, place the right foot down, place the left foot down, float your hands and reach across the room. Think about digging the heels into the mat and drawing towards you just slightly so you become aware of the back of the legs. Draw the armpits down the sides of the body. Inhale to the side of the ribs, lower ribs are heavy. Exhale, scoop through the center, knit your ribs together, head, neck and shoulders lift. Inhale, you're going to lift the arms just in line with your knees. Exhale to push down as if you're wading through honey. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to press down. Can you pull your heels towards you slightly? You don't want to cram your back into the mat. Pelvis is neutral. Lower ribs are heavy. Proud and forward with the chest. When you're ready. Tell yourself that you deserve the gifts that the universe gives to you. A great idea, the love of your life, a euphoric bliss. You deserve the gifts that the universe gives to you. Lower the shoulders down, relax your head, relax your neck, take a breath in. Exhale, switch on the core, right knee into tabletop, breathe in. With your exhale, lift the left knee, knees and ankles together. Check your pelvis, lower ribs are heavy. Inhale to the side of the ribs. Exhale, scoop through the center. You're going to lengthen your left leg at a diagonal. Inhale to the side of the ribs and pull the leg back in. Exhale, scoop through the center, knit your ribs and push the right leg out. Inhale to the side of the ribs and you pull the leg back in. So really mindful to move with the breath, nice and slowly. We have 5 rounds. Turn your I can into I want. Just because you can get something is not a good enough reason to do it, even if it means having more. Be discerning. Do it because you want to. Choose it because you want it. Turn your can into want. Be discerning. Do it because you want to. Choose it because you want it. When you're ready, switch on the center, lower your left foot down, lower your right foot down, float your hands and stretch across the room, take a breath in. With your exhale, scoop through the center, head, neck and shoulders lift as one unit till your nose is looking through your knees. Lower ribs are heavy, helping you to bring the chest forward, tailbone is heavy. You can do the same exercise as earlier, lifting and lowering the hands, but support your head or lower down anytime you're not sure how the neck feels. This should be really intense ab work and your neck should be relaxed. You can repeat this with the knees bent or you can straighten the legs out. Inhale and exhale. Keep reaching forward. Lower ribs heavy. Choose to radiate your energy from a place of calm, power, and love. Choose to radiate your energy from a place of calm, power, and love. Lower the shoulders down, feel the abs, take a breath in and out. When you're ready, bend the knees. Give yourself a bit more space from your bum to your heels. Float the hands and stretch across the room. You're going to push your back into the mat, so you're going to imprint. Exhale to curl forward and aim to get your shoulder blades off the mat. Then inhale to lower down, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, push the air down by the sides, reach the arms so the weight of the arms is gone. You tuck your tailbone, lower ribs down, and you lift, peeling the shoulder blades, the lower ribs off the mat. Inhale to lower, reach the arms in line with the ears. Exhale, scoop your belly. The arms go first, so the weight of your arms are gone already. Push your back into the mat, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Come forward into ab prep, stretching through the fingers. We have 8. Lower down slowly to prepare. Success is dissected through gratitude. Giving thanks for what we do have, for what is working. Once you make that conscious effort of gratitude, then gratitude reciprocates and creates more things to be thankful for. Don't be in denial of your failures. We can learn from them too, but we learn from them by looking at them constructively as a means to reveal what we can get better at and what we're good at. Taking time for gratitude reciprocates and creates more things to be thankful for. And you can gently lower it down. You can repeat that same exercise or see how it feels with the legs straight. You're going to squash the ankles together as if you're holding a piece of paper between the insides of your feet and you don't want to let it go. Imagine you're trying to squash a balloon with the inner thighs. Get that sensation of drawing the inner thighs closer together. When you're ready, lower ribs heavy as you inhale to reach. The weight of the arms goes first, so give that weight away and stretch the arms forward. You try to imprint your back so we get this work through the lower abs, and you exhale to lift as high as you can using the core so your neck is relaxed. And inhale to lower. When you're ready, what does success mean for you? Is it to help others? To leave the world better than you found it? Continue to ask this over time. The answer may change. Do yourself a favor. Whatever your answer is, don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Define success for yourself. Define success for yourself. Define success for yourself. Prioritize who you are, who you want to be. Don't spend time with anything that will antagonize your character. Define success for yourself. And when you're ready, you can just lower it down. Hands by the sides. Bend your knees into your starting position. So hip width and parallel. Check your pelvis for neutral. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, connect to the center again. Pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Breathe in to prepare. With your exhale, scoop through the core. Use your lower abs to imprint your spine against the mat. Press into your feet and start to peel your tailbone. One bone at a time into the lower back. Mid-back peels, so you're curling and peeling. Upper back peels. Stretch your knees across the room. So think about your toes and trying to get your knees closer to your toes on the mat. Now tuck the tailbone, so instead of a bend in the back, we're scooping and tucking the tailbone under, creating more space across the front of the hips. We're really mindful of this position at the top, because then your brain can find, very gently, the front and back of the pelvic floor. Scoop your belly and knit your ribs. So we find our neutral connection there at this diagonal. Take a breath in and open the ribs out. Exhale, very gently find that connection. You push into the feet, so you feel your bum, you feel the hamstrings, you feel the back of the legs. You're going to inhale to lower halfway to the ground. With the exhale, you're aware of this scoop from the tailbone, opening the front of the hips. Inhale and exhale. Can you have this movement come from your feet and from your bum muscles, so we don't feel this in our lower back? You feel a stretch across the knees and work through the legs. Keep the focus down the body, in the feet and the knees stretching across the room, so there's less weight in the upper body. Nice and slow. We all feel obligations set by the world around us. Here's an invitation to make a voluntary obligation. Rules to abide by in the name of accountability. These are you versus you obligations. The obligation to take care of your mind and your body for the good of everybody around you. You can really feel the glutes firing. Can you stretch your knees across the room and curl? So curl under with the chest. Lower the upper back, the mid back, the lower back, and gently release. So enjoy all that recruitment we felt through the back of the legs. So it's great to fire our glutes to help protect our knees for just everyday activities, walking or running. Whenever you're ready, check your pelvis. We're going to go back up to that shoulder bridge again. Take a breath in. Exhale, connect to the center, mind-body connection, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. Use your lower abs to imprint your spine and peel your back, one bone at a time, like a bicycle chain. Feel the difference between all of the links. Now set your intentions through the body into the feet. Reach your knees across the room. Think of your big toes and your heels. Tuck your tailbone. Get your brain into the center line, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. You can repeat the exercise we just did. If you're completely comfortable with it, your tailbone can tap the ground and then you can lift again. But remember how in control of this exercise the feet are, so pushing into the feet, tucking your tailbone. You choose the version you'd like to do, nice and slow with control, so we work our slow twitching postural fibers. Inhale and exhale. Radiate your energy from a place of calm, power, love, truth, and wisdom. An honest person's pillow is their peace of mind. An honest person's pillow is their peace of mind. An honest person's pillow is their peace of mind. Stretch your knees across the room, push down into the feet, tuck your tailbone. You feel your bum muscles, you feel the back of the legs. Put all of your attention into the right foot and release the left knee into tabletop, just in this floating position. You're going to inhale to tap the tailbone and exhale to lift. How strong is the right leg? Feel that connection. Inhale and exhale. If you'd prefer to practice these with both feet down instead, that's okay. We have 5 each side, nice and slow. Radiate from a place of calm to create healing in the world. Radiate from a place of calm to create healing in the world. Lower the foot down, check your position, reach the knees, tuck your tailbone, connect to the center. Put all of your attention into the left foot, release the right foot into a floating tabletop and continue. Inhale and exhale, strong with the left foot. Radiate from a place of truth and love to create healing in the world. Radiate from a place of truth and love to create healing in the world. Lower the right foot down, stretch your knees across the room, tuck the tailbone, take a breath in. With your exhale, upper back lowers, mid-spine, lower back, and gently release to neutral. Crawl your fingers down the mat, shoulders back, lower ribs heavy, gentle chin nod. Take a breath in. With your exhale, switch on your core, lift your left knee into tabletop. Breathe in, Use your abs, lift the right knee, knees and ankles together. Float your hands and stretch across the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, switch on your core. Head, neck and shoulders lift into ab prep. Hands behind the head, give the weight of the head away. Open the elbows wide, draw the armpits down. You're going to rotate to the right elbow and tap the left toes. Then inhale to the center. Rotate to the left elbow, tap the right toes and inhale to the center. Nice and smooth with the breath. Like a well-oiled machine. When you're ready. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. But joy is the feeling that we have when we're doing what we were fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Strive for joy. Joy is the feeling that we have when we're doing what we were fashioned to do, no matter what the outcome. Joy is the feeling that we have when we're doing what we were fashioned to do, no matter what the outcome. Back to the center, scoop the belly, knit the ribs so it brings you forward. Hands behind the knees and roll it forward. If you need to use the hands to come forward instead, that's okay. You're going to open the legs out a little wider than the hips. Anchor down with your pelvis. Feel the weight of your pelvis pressing into the mat. And then feel your spine growing tall away from that position. The opposition of pressing down and lengthening up. Lower back, mid back, upper back. Draw the armpits down. So again, that opposition, armpits down, pelvis down. Then scoop and lengthen through the spine, through the neck, through the crown of the head. Reach the arms in front. Reach forward so your shoulder blades separate. Now the opposite of that, draw the shoulder blades together. Reach forward, your shoulder blades separate. Opposite of that, draw the shoulder blades together. Find the center so you're not stretching forward, you're not squeezing the shoulder blades together. We're nice and soft in the center. Then draw the armpits down. Can you scoop your belly, knit your ribs? Now, as you open the arms out, you feel this lovely stretch across the chest. Stretch in two different directions. You're going to inhale, keep this wide open position with the arms, with the chest. And you're going to inhale again and turn to the right as far as you can. Then we're going to saw the outside of the knee, the ankle or the little toe. Keep stretching back and forward. So you saw and saw. Inhale to the center, reach apart. Inhale again to twist. So 2 inhales followed by 2 exhales. And then you exhale and exhale. Get your hand to the outside of the knee, the ankle or the foot without the knees falling in. When you're ready. Sit with it. Instead of drinking it away, smoking it away, eating it away, sit with it. Healing comes by feeling. Open, awaken, activate, and radiate energy from your place of calm, power, love, truth, and wisdom. The natural flow of this energy radiates beyond us and builds truth and healing in the world. Come back to the center, relax the front of your hips. You can repeat this with the knees bent or you can stretch the legs out. We're going to flex at the ankles, pulling the toes up towards the knees. So we really stretch through the calves and the hamstrings. Anchor your hips down, get your brain into the center, pelvic floor, abs, ribs. If this doesn't suit your back, please do bend your knees instead. So adjust or modify if you need to. Get your set up with your shoulders, scoop the belly, knit the ribs and open the arms out so you release across your chest. Inhale, inhale to the left, exhale and exhale. Knee, ankle or little toe gets sawed. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Don't be in denial of your failures. We can learn from them too. But we learn from them by looking at them constructively as a means to reveal what we can get better at, what we are good at. Instead of denying our fears, declare them, say them out loud, admit them, give them the credit they deserve. then you can find the courage to overcome them. Use this courage and transparency to help others, to allow people to try and fail. We should not fear failing. We should fear not taking any action at all. When you're ready, come back to the center, relax your shoulders, relax your hips, take your time. We're coming through to an all fours position to start with. You can cross your ankles over and come through, or you can go to one side. From this all fours, we're going to bend the left elbow. So our arms are in different positions. It's okay if this left hand is further forward from the right. The hands are staggered, the left elbow is bent, and we're going to lift the right leg up. There's a little awareness through the front of your left foot. We're making sure that this doesn't happen. So we have length through the bottom leg, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, and really stretch the floating leg. Reach through your toes, your ankle, your knee, and your hip. You're going to flex at the foot and push through the heel, feeling the back of the leg. The more you push through the heel and reach, the less weight you're going to feel in the hands. We inhale forward, but we don't want this to happen. So instead of the back bending, it's a hinge from the hip. You keep reaching back through the tailbone. Point your toes and exhale just to the straight line so we're not bending the back. Inhale, scoop like an ice cream scoop. Exhale, push it back. Can we do 5? Reach beyond your grasp. Have immortal finish lines and turn your red light green, because a roof is a man-made thing. A roof is a man-made thing. When you're ready, bend the knee in, push through the heel. Point your toes, bend the knee in, flex your foot and push through the heel. We have 8. Respect and trust yourself. You cannot respect others unless you respect yourself. You cannot trust others unless you trust yourself. Trust yourself. You cannot trust others unless you trust yourself. Our last exercise here, we bend the knee, but keep that length through the spine. Soften and relax your neck and shoulders. With this bent knee, we're going to just draw little circles. The best advice comes from people who don't give advice. They live and breathe their passions, their happiness. They're generous with their glee and their joy. Reverse the direction. The best advice comes from people who don't give advice. They live and breathe their passions, their happiness. They're generous with their glee and their joy. Stretch the leg out, then draw it in. We're coming back onto all fours, relaxing the shoulders. Now we bend the right elbow so the hands are staggered. Stretch the left leg out, it rotates your spine slightly. Connect to the center, pelvic floor, abs, ribs, so we're not bending the back. You're getting rid of that back extension. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Set your intention of length through the leg. So stretch through your toes, your ankle, your knee, and your hip. Then we bend the foot, so pull your toes up towards the knee. Push through the heel. When you're ready, you inhale to ice cream scoop forward, hinging from the hip. Point your toes and exhale back. We just have 5 of this. At the heart of everyone, there's enough room for all of us to succeed. At the heart of everyone, there's enough room for all of us to succeed. At the heart of everyone, there's enough room for all of us to succeed. Stretch backwards. You inhale to bend the knee in, flex the foot, push through the heel, and exhale, push back as if you're pushing the leg through peanut butter. Inhale, draw the knee in through peanut butter. Exhale, push the heel back. We have 8. Give thanks. Appreciate what you do have. The more we give thanks, the more we receive to be thankful for. Gratitude is the gift that always gives back. In your mind, think of 3 things from today that you're grateful for. Keep that intention of length through the spine. So feel the tailbone, length through the back, scoop your belly, knit your ribs, and you're going to bend the knee in. We're doing circles. You inhale for half, exhale for half. You choose the size of the circle, as much movement through the hip as you're comfortable with when you're ready. Gratitude is the gift that always gives back. Think of 3 things about yourself that you're grateful for. Reverse the direction. Gratitude is the gift that always gives back. Think of somebody you love and think of 3 things about them that you're grateful for. Stretch the leg back, enjoy the stretch, then bring it back in. Come onto all fours, relax it out of your glutes, out of your hips. Maybe do a cat-cow stretch. You can relax onto your elbows, or you can sit fully back into a shell pose. Crawl your fingers forwards, take a deep breath in and out. Breathe into your back and exhale. Whenever you're ready, come all the way down onto your belly, and you can take your time. Relax your shoulders, elbows are on the ground, shoulders are away from the ears. Instead of looking up to the ceiling, you're going to lengthen the back of the neck. So a gentle chin nod, reach forward through the crown of the head, like a unicorn horn. Reach forward through that unicorn horn. Tuck your tailbone, scoop your belly, knit your ribs, it draws you closer to the ground. You're still reaching forward through the crown of the head. Back through the tailbone so you feel the length and the opposition. Tuck your tailbone, push into the front of the legs, you feel the glutes. We've switched them on through the last few exercises for sure. Reach back through your toes and your ankles, the legs get involved and we organise through the body. Feet up through the legs, tuck your tailbone, scoop your belly, knit your ribs, shoulders down and back. Length, strength, opposition, mind-body connection. Inhale to peel the upper body. The legs are still stretching back. The elbows can stay down or you can peel the elbows. Completely up to you. Never force your back. Exhale, you lower down and you keep reaching forward through the crown of the head and back through the feet. So you're really connected to this movement. Inhale to peel. You choose how high. Shoulders down, reach in 2 directions through the body. Exhale to lower. Shoulders down, reach through the legs. You choose your level. Inhale. The problems we face today eventually turn into blessings in the rearview mirror of life. In time, yesterday's red light leads us to a green light. All destruction eventually leads to construction. It's a matter of how we see the challenge in front of us and how we engage with it. Persist, pivot, or concede. It's up to us, our choice every time. The problems we face today eventually turn into blessings in the rearview mirror of life. The problems we face today eventually turn into blessings in the rearview mirror of life. Whenever you're ready, release the hands behind your back. Interlock the fingers, open up your chest. The chin can lift a little bit with this one. Inhale to peel and exhale to lower. Just relax your shoulders. Inhale, open up the chest and exhale to lower. Keep it small so you're not forcing your back. You tuck your tailbone. Inhale and exhale. When you lose something in your life or you come into a conflict, there's going to come a time that you're going to know there was a reason for that. At the end of your life, all the things you thought were periods, they turn out to be commas. There was never a full stop in any of it. And when you're ready, let go of the hands. Press back onto all fours. A welcome cat-cow stretch for your back after being extended. Just relax your shoulders, relax your hips, relax your mind and your face muscles. And you can come to a seated position and cross the ankles over. Take your time coming to this position. With the ankles crossed, tuck your tailbone so you're really rounding the spine. Keep tucking the tailbone, but crawl your fingers forward so you stretch into the outside of the hips, muscles we were really working with our glute work. Take a deep breath in and out. When you're ready, walk the hands back in. Swap your cross. For some of us, this will feel normal. Some of us, it will feel really off, but it will help to balance our hips. Tuck your tailbone. Keep rounding the back and crawl the fingers forward. Reach forward. See if you can get your elbows closer to the ground. That may be too big of a stretch. That's okay. You can adjust. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, walk your hands back in and relax your shoulders. We're going to open our legs out wider than the hips. You choose how big this is. I'm not in a box split position, so there is an angle at my hips. So you're just stretching the inner thighs, and we never want to tug too much on the inner thighs. Pull your toes up towards the knees. Some of us, there's going to be a little bend in the knees, but we still have this nice opening for the inside of our hips. So adjust if you need, never force the body. Stretch your arms in two different directions and relax your shoulders. Your right hand is going to come to the inside of the knee and the left hand reaches overhead. Bend the elbow and just go for a side bend. You choose how big that side bend is. Never tug on the ribs, but both hips are down. Some of us may be more comfortable going deeper into this. Maybe you want to grab onto your toe. Maybe you want to look underneath your arm, but you don't have to. Maybe you're a lot further than I am as well. Enjoy the feeling, the opening through the body. And when you're ready, come back to the center, relax the shoulders. Second side, find your side bend, find your position. Choose how big you want this movement to be. Choose how flexible you're comfortable with. Never force the body. And when you're ready, you can come up and out and relax the shoulders, tucking the tailbone under like our last stretch, and you can just walk the fingers forward. Enjoy that inner thigh stretch, don't force it. Take a deep breath down along your back and exhale to let everything go. Walk your hands in. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Draw your heels towards your groin. Hands underneath the feet, relax the shoulders. Think about the knees going down while you grow tall through the spine. So again, the opposition of pressing down and growing tall through the spine. Just take a breath in and out. When you're ready, you can just cross your ankles over, ready for our meditation. Keep swapping which cross you do so our hips balance over time. So whatever one you did out of habit, you can swap it so the other side of the body gets balanced. Relax your hips into the mat, palms face up, relax your shoulders. Feel all that strength and support through the core muscles. It's a lot easier to stay seated now than the start of the class because we're firing from the inside out. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Feel the class circulating around your body, the strength, the length, the focus, the intention. The affirmations about success, about compassion, about gratitude for ourselves, our experiences, and others, about ambition. Feel all of it working through our psychological, our spiritual, digestive system. Allow yourself to be open. Awaken, activate and radiate energy from your place of calm. The natural flow of this energy radiates beyond us and builds truth and healing in the world. We are both the source and recipient of the gifts from the universe. We are both the source and recipient of the gifts of the universe. When you're ready, you can come back into the room, wiggle your fingers and your toes, feel the fabric against your skin, the air around your body, the support underneath your mat. Take a moment to rest. And you can open your eyes. I hope you're feeling amazing and feeling all of the benefits layer through the classes. All the classes are different Pilates moves, so you're getting different muscle activation, different breathing work, and then you have all the perspectives of all these different amazing people, from Oprah Winfrey to Michelle Obama to Matthew McConaghey to Deepak Chopra, and feeling the accumulative benefits of all of their perspectives and just lovely gratitude affirmations or success affirmations or whatever we're focusing on the day. Thank you so much. You being here means I get to live out my dream job, so thank you for making this possible for me as well. Thanks everybody. I'll see you on our next class. In our next class, the affirmations are by Eckhart Tolle.